Hate to have you guys on that delay, but I gotta make sure everybody comes in, man. People like shows live if they can get them live, you know. All right, almost there. I think we're ready to go. One other check here. Let's go over here and make sure the YouTube, check my chat, and we're ready to go. We're ready to start this show. I got to make sure the wolf pack's in the house. Tim Black's wolf pack. That's what I call my folks, man. These are the people that hold me down, that constantly support me. Looks like it's processing. Looks good. Going over to live streaming now. This is where the proof is in the pudding. I got this thing I click on and it tells me. It tells me the health of the stream. Stream health. Holler at me. Stream is healthy. The stream is healthy. The stream is healthy. That means everything's good, man. It's like when you're on the internet and you're a one-man show, you got a lot of things to check, and you just want to make sure that nothing's worse than doing like 20 minutes of your show. No one can hear you. No one but yourself. You're talking to yourself. It's like, okay, there's got to be a better way. I screwed up. It's just sad. So like that's happened to me back in the day, and I don't want that to happen again. So look, guys, welcome to it. It's the Saturday edition of Tim Black at Night. Hey, Tim Black at Night. You know what, guys? I need to know if you think that's a way to go, man. Hey, Tim and chat. Oh, man, the chat people are here, man. I need to know, chat people, if Tim Black at Night makes more sense than Brutally Honest for what I'm doing. I just feel like, I don't know, man. I think it was Jimmy Fallon got Jimmy Fallon at night, or somebody had something at night. I don't know, David Letterman at night. Something about nighttime, and nighttime is the right time, or nighttime is the right time. I don't remember. But anyway, you can see I kind of favor it, right? I like Brutally Honest. Brutally Honest, Tim Black at Night. Tim Black at Night. Gotta make decisions, man. But you know what? Join my Facebook group. That's on something tweeting at me, somebody acting crazy. Join my Facebook group and speak on it on Facebook and be a part. I'm gonna make a poll after the show's over. I'll make a poll and then I'll let my people decide what we're gonna call the show. I have a couple suggestions. I'll open up for more suggestions, and then people will get a chance to vote. And that's how things happen in a real democracy. You know what? Coolest thing about it? When you vote on things for Tim Black, there is no rigging of the voting system. There's no electoral college, none of that. Whatever name gets the most votes wins the vote. So that's a little bit different than the American way of voting. Oh man, he's on fire already. This guy is on fire. All right, before we really get into the meat and bones of the show, let me do this, man. This show is brought to you by Tom Seacrest. That's right, Tom Seacrest. He's my number one supporter of my show. Financially, he has supported this show to the point where this is his show. Tom, this show is for you, sir. Tom Seacrest is our sponsor. He is a one-time American now. He's a American living abroad, so that was the expatriate. But he supports me. He supports what I do. So, Tom, I want to show my appreciation to you, man. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, for donating to the show. Keep the show going, bruh. Keep the show going, bruh. I appreciate you, man. People don't know that, yeah. You the man, Tom. I meant to do this yesterday. I did not intentionally forget to do this. That's why I should never tell people I'm going to shout them out, because I got so much going on. It's hard for me to remember, guys. But Blicker, my people at Blicker on Twitter, right? They also have, I think they have a Blicker.com, and they have a couple other sites that they curate the hottest topics the most current, up-to-date news stuff, the most opinionated stuff. They're not afraid to touch anything. They are unafraid. They're unafraid. They touch any story, no matter how controversial it may be. They're right there, man. So give it up for Blicker. Go find Blicker on Twitter. Thank you, Blicker, for being a part of my show and for spreading the word. What they do is they retweet a lot of my stuff. I never asked them to do it. They just found it relevant to their audience, and they just started doing it. So I got to, look, man, one hand washes the other, and that's what I'm doing, my brother and sister and cousin and nephew and all y'all. So that's a lot of business out the way, man. Tonight's show is going to be kind of a touchy situation, man. You know, it's something how can I say this, man? Ahmed Mohammed, the kid with the bomb, it's come to my attention that story may be a little bit different than the way it was playing out in the mainstream media as far as the way liberals played it out. And you guys know me, you know, I have a problem. I kind of like speaking the truth. It's like this twitch I have, you know, like I'm not in the bag for any party. Though I give Republicans a lot of shit, it's just that I don't like a lot of their policies. But this story is really nonpartisan. It should be a nonpartisan story, but for some reason, it's become partisan like everything else. Hell, if you like bubble gum, that's probably a partisan issue as far as the way we go in the United States. But Ahmed Mohammed may have set out all along just to stick it to the teachers a little bit, stick it to the school, and and then people said, let's just run with it the way it is because it plays into a narrative we want to play up, and look the other way on that shit, and then we have what we have. All right, so there was some discussion about it. Let me bring up with you a segment of Real Time with Bill Maher. Now, hopefully, I should be able to play this because I am doing a critique, and I want you to, look, you guys know the number, right? The number to call in. Let me make sure I have that up here, guys. My bad. Oh, it's not even displayed. See, often I have it, and I don't, have to even trip, but let me make sure I put the number up. Top. Bam! That number's on top. So there goes the number. I want you guys to call in. I want you guys to be a part of the conversation if you have any opinions, thoughts about this issue. I want to play a clip for you. Real Time with Bill Maher. And like I said, this should be fair use like hell, man. They shouldn't have a problem with me doing this. That's what critique is. This should be the very definition of fair use. Me bringing up a clip of a show and then talking about it with people. It brings awareness to the show. And if you want to, I'm not going to show the whole clip. I'll show you pieces of the clip. How about that? All right. So let's do an ad. While I get this going for you. And believe me, guys, it's interesting. It's interesting enough that it will make the show. Why is it doing that? It's like giving me, how y'all doing that? Oh, okay, that's what I have active. So the active window. Man, I'm learning all the time. The active window is the one I can choose. Don't trip, y'all. I got this. Don't worry about it, man. I got this. Famous last words before you end up pregnant, ladies. I got this. Famous last words before you get jumped because your boy got a big mouth. We've all been there, man. We've all been there. I got this. Got it. Got him. All right, so let's do this. Let's go here. Oh, I got to tell that to shut up. It's going to just keep playing, Tim. You got to tell it. It can't read your mind and stop. All right. Rewind.
18-year-old Muslim American teenager. I want to ask another question that's similar, but not about the same ethnic group. There was a big story this week about a 14-year-old Muslim American teenager in Texas who built a clock. He's a science kid, and that's great. Can we show the clock? Oh.
I want to stop it right there, guys, and just say, first of all, this is a very clear picture of the clock. Very clear picture of the clock. I mean, yeah, that don't look like a clock, folks. How many people hadn't seen this picture up until now or until very recently, like after the story broke? How many of you thought this shit looked like a real clock? Now, of course, the red portion right here, like, this is the inside of the clock or inside of a case. I'm assuming it had a window, and that window had like, on the other side, you would see like, you know, the display, right, on the outside. So this is the inside of the clock. So I guess this is what the teacher saw when they opened it up. I really don't get why you call that a bomb, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. The other thing I wanted to point out to you guys that I thought is interesting is this panel, man. And I don't just want to, I'm not just saying that just to be an ass, but I guess I am. What do you notice about this panel? Man, isn't there some room for Tim Black? Any black? Only thing black here is the coffee mug. I mean, come on, man. Can we mix it up? And also, ladies, Sausage Fest. Goodness gracious, a bunch of guys here. Old white guys. Old rich white guys. All of them. Old rich white guys. And yeah, I know, this is Jorge, but he's still old rich Jorge. He look like a white guy. He a rich guy. Come on, man. You talk Spanish. All right. Let me keep it going, man. I know my chat room is talking right now. They tell you crazy, bro. You crazy for that one, bro. I just had to bring these things out. Let's go.
Teenager in Texas who built a clock. He's a science kid, and that's great. Can we show the clock? Okay, and the people at the school thought it might be a bomb, perhaps because it looks exactly like a fucking bomb.
It doesn't look like a bomb.
And I noticed, you know, you were at the debate. Jake Tapper was asking you about ISIS and important questions about terrorism, and he cut you off and said, "Excuse me, Governor, I have to talk about a 14-year-old who built a clock."
Yeah.
And they did. And look, this kid deserves an apology, no doubt about it. They were wrong. But could we have a little perspective about this? Did the teacher really do the wrong thing?
Can I jump in?
Go ahead. I've talked to the kid.
Go ahead.
Right, he's from Dallas, and I've talked to the people.
All right, let's stop Mark Cuban, man. I don't really care what he got to say, man. He's going to talk about the kid and had a conversation with the kid. It really didn't help the conversation. Plus, I don't want to play the whole damn video. But check this out, guys. Check this out. That did look like a bomb. That looked like a bomb to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a bomb to me. I don't know about you, but that looked like a bomb to me. The reason why I say it looked like a bomb and more people should see it as looking like a bomb is because of this. It's because, let me bring myself up, man, to top. It's because most people don't know what the inside of a damn bomb case looks like. I mean, when was the last time you knew what a bomb looked like? I mean, is that your job? Are you like a bomb detector person? You're like a person who walks around like knowing the inside schematics of bombs and shit? I mean, you open a case, whatever reason, you see this, and you see him holding it, you might think, yeah, it's a bomb. Now, I understand we want to be nice, you know, we want to be civil, we want to be reasonable, you care about the kids' thoughts and stuff, but hey, man, I told you before, man, and I say it again, I don't care how old Chucky is. Y'all remember Chucky, right? Chucky was like 3 or 6, I don't know. The little doll in the movies. I know it's not real, but just play along with me real quick. Chucky could kill your ass. I don't care how old Chucky is. Right? I'm all for shooting Chucky if Chucky tried to kill me. I don't care if Chucky's 6 or 60. So the age of the student, we do have to take that into account. It's like we want to treat kids right. I'm not saying abuse kids, but I'm saying This shit looks like a bomb to me. I'm not qualified to determine if it's not a bomb. And since I'm not qualified to determine that it's not a bomb, I'm going to assume it could be a bomb. So I got to go with the 51% that says it could be a bomb. Why? Because your kids go to the school. And yeah, I really may like Ahmed. But I gotta kind of make sure, because it's my job to protect the students and protect life and the students here. So I can't be so concerned with Ahmed's feelings, right? That I go, well, I'm just gonna ignore this because I wouldn't want Ahmed to feel imposed on or discriminated against. All right? Hell, look, man, they stopped me. Cops stop me all the time under suspicion of possibility. And I don't look like I have a bomb. I just look like I might have a warrant. At least in their opinion, I look like I might have a warrant because, All right, let me keep it going, guys. Let me keep it going, man. My bad. I just had to put that out there, man. Let me put it back. Top. There it is. Let me go back. Like I said, Mark Cuban, he really didn't say anything that I think it's gonna be germane to the conversation. Let's go here.
I don't know all the details of what happened, but what I do know, when I talked to him about science, when I talked to him about magnets, when I talked to him about creating things, he was very, very engaged.
He's great. He's a great kid.
He's a great kid.
No one's doubting that. I'm just asking about perspective. First of all, the teacher, did she do? I don't know.
No. Okay, no, but part two to all this. So I talked to, this is once removed, right? So I talked to people in Irving, Texas that work, from what I heard. Takes it to the third class. Same. So it took 6 classes before anything happened.
But this wouldn't have happened if he wasn't Muslim.
No, I don't
that's what I disagree with. We have policies, zero
The
tolerance.
whole controversy is precisely because of the color of his skin.
See, I don't. We have policies, zero
The whole
tolerance.
controversy is precisely because of the color of his skin.
See, I don't
because
think
of
so.
his
It's
religion.
not the color of his skin.
Yes, of course.
It's not the color of his skin.
And his religion.
Excuse me, somebody look me in the eye right here and tell me, over the last 30 years, if so many young Muslim men, and he's young, 14, but that's never happened before.
Right.
Hasn't blown a lot of shit up around the world. And and this kid deserves an apology because he wasn't one of them. But let me read what somebody said on the Daily Beast. Dean Obadiah said, why would a homemade clock get him arrested, you may ask?
Exactly.
I just answered that question. Because for the last 30 years, it's been one culture that has been blowing shit up over and over again. I could spend the rest of this year, I could spend
Texas.
Okay, so I listen to this, right? And I know I'm sure guys in the chat call up. Damn it, phone number. Every time I switch, I got to keep throwing the phone number back up here, man. Call up, people, if you're watching this stream. Blog Talk Radio, call up. Check this out, guys. I'm like this. When I first watched this, I was feeling Bill Maher a little bit more because I like, you know what, he's got a good point. This is precisely like, we can't be so politically correct that we put ourselves in harm's way. I don't care who we are. I mean, who the situation, is pointing at, right? But here's my thing, guys, and see if this makes sense. When he says, well, there's just a certain group of people that blow shit up. I get what he's saying, but people can say, isn't that what cops use all the time with black people? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that what they use? Isn't it the same logic they use? Like, hey, well, come on. Why you pull me over, officer? Officer's like, I mean, it took everything in his body, Every time a black guy gets pulled over by a white cop, and he looks at the cop and say, officer, why did you pull me over? Don't get me wrong. Probably sometimes this isn't the case, but most of the time, I know that officer's, every fiber of his being, he just wants to say, you black and it's dark. You out here. License registration, motherfucker. I mean, isn't that really what? I mean, Bill Maher said it's okay for Islams, right? Muslims, right? He's saying it's okay with them. That's what he's saying. He's saying the justification for them assuming the worst is that the guy is Muslim. And I'm saying that's the same thing as saying the justification for assuming the worst of Tim Black is that he's black. We don't have to get in, and look, and I don't want to get into the argument about, well, we know the reason why, the main reason why the statistics are so lopsided, makes it look like blacks commit all these crimes, is because there's a lot less blacks, right? And the numbers, the numbers sway, and they're the ones who get pulled over the most. So if you only pull over black people, the only people you can arrest, you can't arrest people you don't pull over and search. You can't find drugs on people you don't search. So that's not the point I'm trying to make, but I had to throw that in because I got the people who troll me, who hate, who just want to point out stuff and say I'm selling out. Tim Black's selling out. I'm not. All right? So I'm sorry to bore everyone else with that shit, but I got to do it because that's not the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is it's not good to be a bigot. Bill Maher should have kept this conversation about what the bomb looked like. Keep it about the bomb. If you keep it, I'm calling it a bomb. If Bill Maher would have kept the conversation about what the clock looked like. So I think everyone's getting into all this stuff in the weeds. I got guys putting out videos on YouTube. They're talking about, there's a video. The guy demonstrates a digital clock he buys. He breaks the casing, rips all the plastic off, and puts the innards into a box. It looks just like this Ahmad clock. Like no thought, no work went into it at all. He literally breaks the clock with a rock and takes the pieces and puts it in the box, and it looks just like the one we just saw here. But everyone, but that video is focusing on, well, Ahmad doesn't deserve any acclaim because he didn't do shit. He just took this thing out and put it in the box. And then we got the people like Bill Maher who's focusing on Muslims, and focusing on that and saying, well, it's okay to look at this and to be worried and act based on the guy's, not just his color, but his religion, as if you just automatically knew he was Muslim. How'd you even know he was Muslim? I don't know how you know that, Bill Maher. I mean, there are people who are, brown skinned from the Middle East who aren't Muslim, right? There's a lot of Christians who are brown skinned. So yeah, it really didn't work, but a lot of people brought it. His audience clapping and shit. And don't get me wrong, I like Bill Maher, but I can disagree with Bill Maher. So he's saying it hasn't anything to do with race because it has to do with religion, and that's the, religious part of it. And I'm saying, why can't we just focus on the fact this shit looked like a bomb? Now that we got a good picture of it, it looks like a fucking bomb. Why we can't keep it there, folks? Let me go see if I got phone calls. Let me see what my chat talking about. There we go. I got a phone call from Joy. Joy, what you think, lady?
Hello. I like that hat. First of all, very nice hat.
Thank you.
And secondly, anytime there was, I went to high school in the DMV area. I went to Central High School behind Addison Road.
Okay.
Anytime we had a couple of bomb scares, anytime there was a bomb scare, someone could have called in. They could have known it was a prank. They would empty out the school. Everybody would have to get out of the school and go, a certain a couple miles away or so forth and so on. The school did not do that. So I wonder if they really thought this was a bomb. If they really thought that, why didn't they evacuate the school? They let it sit there. They opened it up. They took a look at it. They got close to it. They snapped a damn picture of it. I mean, if you really thought it was a bomb, you would have said, leave the book bag there. Ahmad, get your happy tail outside, and everybody else too. Clean that out. Call the police and let them check out what it is. These people didn't do that, so it causes me to question.
Wow.
Now, I did ask in the chat room Was the young man being a bit of a smartass? Was he seeing? Could he push the boundaries? 13 years old, very intelligent. He could have said to himself, "Let me see. I wonder."
Right. That's true. He could have done that.
Yeah, but I mean, the response is, "Oh, we thought it was a bomb, but you did not do. There's protocol in line to protect the children."
Right.
None of that's done. You waited 6 periods come on, took a photo, really? I don't believe it.
You're right. I'm sitting here thinking that it has something to do with, like, they are trying to protect the kids, but you're right. If they were protecting the kids, they would have evacuated the kids.
Yes, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, Joy. Joy just like, yeah, that's a good point, guys. I didn't look at it that way. I'm like, well, they're trying to protect the kids. So you open the case that you think is a bomb. So maybe it wasn't so much they thought it was a bomb. They thought it was a hoax bomb. I heard that being said. They thought it was a hoax bomb, which is something that you get expelled for and prosecuted for, right? So, like, if you bring something to school with the intentions of scaring people, the intentions of getting the school evacuated, that's a punishable offense, at least on the school level, on the academic level. I don't know about if they can lock you up for it, or maybe they do. I don't know. I mean, is that a terroristic threat? I mean, how is that perceived, guys? Let me go to my chat, man. I got to holler at my chat people anyway. We haven't talked yet. Not really. You know what I mean? So let me see. I remember bomb scares when I was in school. Yep, Hawk's Tiny House in Mountain Adventure says he remembers bomb scares in school. All right. Yvonne Wigant said, "Oh my God, I didn't think about that." Me either. Wigant. I didn't think about that either. Joy, you really hit the nail on the head right there, because I'm thinking, okay, yeah, they're trying to protect the school. So maybe it wasn't about the bomb at all. A real bomb, it's about a hoax bomb. And they just thought he was being a smart ass. So let's bring the cops in. Let's expel his ass. Let's fingerprint him. Let's run him through the process. Maybe that's what happened. Joshua Cave, Black Arch. Kanye will not start a line of clocks just to capitalize off of the... Okay, Black Art says he thinks Kanye West will start a line of clocks to capitalize off the publicity. I can't talk. All right. Josh McCabe. Okay, Joy Green. Okay, very good, very good. You're welcome. There you go. You guys hit it on, man. You guys hit the mark here. It's like something I hadn't considered, man. Totally didn't consider. Let's watch the rest of the video. It's going to get a little scathing, okay? Check this out. You know, this is the thing, guys. Like, I don't want to be in the tank for anyone, and maybe I need to step back when I look at these stories and just make sure that I'm on the right side. Because as it looks now, what we're looking at now, it's a little bit different than poor Ahmed. I stand with Ahmed. I stand with Ahmed with a belt in my hand. Give me his Xbox so I can sledgehammer it as a punishment. But I'll hold up. My verdict is almost in, but let's see. Let's continue with the show, all right? Let's continue with the video and see what we got. All right, Bill Maher. Come on, Bill. Top that. Oops. Dang, going to see. Now I'm looking at my damn... Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get it. I'm going to learn this stuff, man. All right, now we're good. There it is. Let's see what Bill Maher has to say to Jorge. Oh, he look at that. Bill Maher is like probably really like embarrassing the shit out of Jorge Ramos right now. Let me rewind it a little bit. Whatever was last said.
Homemade clock, get him arrested, you may ask.
Exactly.
I just answered that question. Because for the last 30 years, it's been one culture that has been blowing shit up over and over again. I could spend the rest of this...
Year-old
I could spend...
Texas
Well, excuse me, but lots of teenagers around the world have go to join ISIS. Just a couple in Mississippi a few weeks ago were doing it. And every time somebody goes to join ISIS, everybody around there says, I can't believe it. We didn't see it coming. We cannot
blame young Muslims around the world for what
but all the kid had to do was engage with the teacher, and he didn't. That's the part that was missing. It's not, I agree with you, right? We're making an issue because if a walks like a duck, talks like a duck.
He's responsible for
not him. Not him.
He was wrong, he got arrested, but he didn't, all he had to do was talk to the teacher. But he didn't.
Okay.
So that's what he...
Wait, let me read the rest of what this person said. He said, he's talking about the fact that he was from Irving, Texas. He said, Irving is only 25 minutes from Garland, where they draw the Prophet Muhammad contest. Remember that a few months ago?
Yes.
Was attacked, as it was, by ISIS-sympathizing gunmen in May. The message is clear. If you are a Muslim, anything you do might be a plot to destroy America. No, the message is you can see why they would err on the side of caution.
Absolutely.
Because only 25 miles away, somebody did try to kill people.
I can't believe I...
See, guys, that keeps bringing up my point, man, why I'm thinking they need to stop focusing. You can see, he wants to... See, Bill Maher just has this thing about Muslims, right? He has this thing about religion. Now, let me tell you about it. He has this thing about religion. He can't stand religion. But see, he's sidetracking the issue about Muslims when it's really just about the way this thing looks. I mean, come on, guys. If it looked like a clock that you, remember the old kind of clocks, not the digital clocks, but the old clocks Grandma had on the wall, the ones, the big ones look like a damn umbrella, got a big, all that, the ones that go... They got a dial. They're I forget the name of them, right? Somebody knows. I can't think of it. But you know what I'm talking about. If it was that type of a clock, the inside of that, no one would have thought it was a bomb, right? It's about how it looked. It's about how the contents of the box looked. But Bill Maher, once again, is getting into the weeds. He's getting into Muslims, and this is, we're all afraid of Muslims. Look, you know what? I'm afraid of anyone who might have a device to kill me. You don't have to, I'm afraid of anyone who goes around my kids who may have something that's dangerous. I don't care what color the person is. They could be any color. They could be purple. I wouldn't care. They could be pink. I wouldn't care. They could be yellow. I don't care. Black, brown, any color. They could be a combination of colors. They could like Aquaman. They could like the Hulk. I don't care what color the person is. I don't care where they come from in the country. I don't care what their religion is. I just care if they're trying to blow some shit up. And Bill Maher's, all the people clapping and everything, and everyone, because everybody there, I guess, just follow his mantra about Muslims. And I'm not with radical Muslims either. I can't, them ISIS bastards, I want them obliterated, for real. The same thing with Christian fundamentalists. Well, I don't want them obliterated. They're not cutting heads off. But you understand what I'm saying? And I know a lot of that's propaganda, but some of it's true. I think. The way they lie, I don't know. They lie like a rug in the media. Hard to tell sometimes what's really going on. All right, so let me get out the way. Let me put Bill Maher back on top. Damn it.
Agree with you, Bill.
But it is not right that
I
a
actually
14-year-old
agree.
is
And by the
detained
way,
because of that.
we have zero tolerance in school for things that are suspicious. And,
Right.
maybe that doesn't look like a bomb, but it doesn't look like a clock. And if I'm a teacher...
What if it...
But it is not right that
I
a
actually agree.
14-year-old is
And by the
detained
way,
because of that.
we have zero tolerance in school for things that are suspicious. And,
Right.
maybe that doesn't look like a bomb, but it doesn't look like a clock.
There you
and if I'm
go.
a teacher...
What if it had been a
regardless-
bomb?
Yeah, exactly.
And so the teacher is supposed to see something that looks like a bomb and go, oh, wait, this just might be my white privilege talking.
Right.
I sure don't want to be politically incorrect, so I'll just let it go.
You know what the problem
Yeah,
in this country,
exactly.
one of the problems we got is this willingness to take sides in a fight like this without knowing what the hell happened. And it is amazing. Everybody goes right to their battle stations. I'm with the minority.
Yeah.
The minority's right. Those teachers are wrong. How do you know? I wasn't there. You weren't there.
The problem is
I don't know. How do you know?
Chris,
Everybody's an expert. It's all cartoon. Everything's a fucking cartoon.
no, the liberals
It is.
can't. I'm glad you
Because a
said fuck it.
14-year-old was arrested
but
for doing a
liberals
science project.
cannot-
No, there
No,
wasn't
it
a science project, right?
Right.
He should not have been arrested, but he should have opened his mouth and had
Right,
a conversation
exactly.
about it.
He was
could have said, "This is not a bomb."
He was arrested, and they took him off in cuffs and then put him in a cage and burned him. Oh no, that's ISIS who does that.
No,
You know what? We put a kid after school for a couple of hours. This is not the end of the world. But you know what? The end of the world does happen all over
And
the
he
world
survived just
for
nice.
millions of Muslims who are the victims of other Muslims, of their religion. Where are the liberals on this? You know what? There's a Saudi who is right now, he was arrested. His name is Ali Muhammad Al-Nim, or N-I-M-R. I don't know how you pronounce that. He was arrested for being at an anti-government rally a few years ago. Today, he lost his final legal appeal to not be crucified. So they're going to crucify him. Crucify him and then behead him in case the crucifixion didn't work. So if you haven't used up all your heroism, hashtagging for the clock kid, maybe do it for this guy. There he is.
All right. Fine. Who am I to, why should I argue with the great Bill Maher? Right? This guy. All right, let me put this back. You guys let me know, man. I got a few points I want to make. First of all, I think this is all bullshit. Yeah, it is. It's all bullshit. You got on one side, you got Jorge Ramos. He's acting like this kid can bring this device to school. I don't know really what he bought it to school for. He should have put it in his locker. He didn't, okay? He should have put the shit in his locker after he showed the engineering teacher. Why is he taking it to every class? Come on, guys. All right, so that's one thing. Jorge Ramos is acting like he shouldn't even be investigated for this. Like that's some regular shit. Like somebody brings a suitcase with a timer to look. Come on, man. You know, Stevie Wonder would have been like, what's this shit? Right? Come on, guys. And then Bill Maher, he's full of shit. Why? Because he's focusing on Islam, as if Islam or Muslims or radical Muslims or whatever. You know, of course I'm not talking about all Muslims, right? Okay. But Bill Maher's acting as if they're the only ones who blow up shit. When in America, most of our shit got blown up by who? Get blown up by regular people in America. Regular Americans blow up stuff here. You know, the Unabomber was a white guy, you know, who blew up shit. You know, that's been our history of things getting blown up. Yeah, things get blown up all over the world, but typically not in the United States. And typically when stuff get blown up, it's by people, we got our own terrorists. We don't like importing our terrorists. We make them here. So, that's how I see it, man. Let me see what my people think, man. That's how I see it. It's all of it is bullshit. Jorge Ramos is quickly becoming a guy I really don't trust, you know? And I know some people probably like, we just now getting to that point? I don't really follow him like that. But, yeah, he seemed to be pretty much full of shit. And then you thought it was just one group of people that were full of shit on TV. So let me go over to my comment section, man. What the hell? What in the hell? Crucified? Yeah, that's some scary shit. That's some scary shit, yeah. I think is that Syria? I don't know where they're crucifying this guy. Evian. Not Avion, Evian. Not the thing you drink. Evian Wiggett. What up, bro? All right. Guys, you let me know what you think. What do you think, man? Am I crazy? Is Jorge full of shit and is Bill Maher? Look, Bill Maher is not as full of shit as Jorge is, but he is full of shit. I think looking at everything now, seeing that clear picture of the bomb, I feel like we got played a little bit. You know, I tweeted, I stand with Ahmad. If the guy bought this clock to school, he worked on it or whatever, he could be able to show it to people. People shouldn't jump off the handle. I didn't know exactly what it looked like. But this is the way it works. If I didn't talk about that when it came out, me talking about it later, kind of like no one knows about it. Like, there's a news cycle for things. You got to kind of jump in there and get in the mix. I tried to look at everything that was out there, but that picture, that was not released when I tweeted. So now I feel like a sucker, right? And it's part of being a one-man show when you got to look at everything. But now I feel a little bit like a sucker, frankly, because if I'd have known this guy had this, I'd have been like, yeah, that looks suspicious enough to be detained. Arrested? No. not arrested, but detained. Let's figure it out. But like Joy said, if they looked at it for 6 classes or whatever, I don't know, then hey, how afraid were they really? I think, once again, guys, I think this is a situation, they just got pissed at this kid. Because this kid was a smart-ass kid who's thumbing his nose at the school for whatever reason. You know, I don't know, man. Come from that type of, family. I don't know. Westerners. You're pathetic. Don't you know my father running for presidency in Sudan? Puh, puh. Silly small town MacArthur High School, not realizing the greatness of me, Ahmed Mohammed. I will avenge thee. I will have retribution. White people, I will get you back. Defend my name and prove once and for all we are the best. I mean, is that really what happened? I mean, that's what I'm thinking, guys. That's what I'm thinking. Let me go jump over here. I got a call. 304. Do I have my note sheet? No, 304. I think that's my guy. I think that's Rob. Let's see. You're on live.
Tim, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm right. What's going on, guy? How do you feel about this thing, Rob?
Well, Aaron, it's a big story of a no story. It really is. Who's in control at that school? The students or the teachers? He passed it on to several teachers. They told him to put it away. Why didn't the teachers just take the shit away from him? Have you ever been to school and you took something you weren't supposed to take? The teacher found out, or you showed a teacher, and they said, hey, I'm going to hold on to that until the end of the class, or I'm going to hold on to that to the end of the semester, and your parents can come pick it up. The engineering teacher, he could have just said, yeah, it's cool, I like it, but you know what? I'm going to hold on to this for you. And at the end of the day, I'll give it back to you and you can go home. To have the cops brought in, to have him, like Joyce said, they did not treat that as a bomb. The school was not evacuated. SWAT teams weren't brought in. Bomb-sniffing dogs weren't brought in. He had to sit there for hours and wait for his dad to come. And then I understand you have the right to remain silent. But you're a minor, and you could have said, and he has every right not to say anything until his mom or dad gets there. I get that. But all they did was ask him, what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose? Are you planning something? At the Boston bombing that happened, 2 years ago with those Tarznev brothers or whatever.
That's true.
The country's on high alert already. You can't bring stuff like that to school, or, just the perception of something like that. But if a teacher would have done their job, or the principal, it's not a bomb, took it away from him, sent him back to class, nothing would ever happen, news would never came. It would have been done, over with, no story. It's just crazy.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Good points.
Teachers take away shit all the time. I'll just give you a quick little backstory because here I'm in rural West Virginia.
Okay.
We had hunting shooting classes when I was in 8th grade where the rifles were provided by the schools. We went down to the ball fields and shot single-shot rifles.
All right.
As I grew up, when you turn 16, get your driver's license stuff, there was nothing for anybody to bring a gun in the back of their truck with their little. Have you ever seen the old redneck pictures with the back glass of the truck filled with their gun racks in the back of their trucks?
Yeah.
Well, back in my day, somebody bring a new hunting rifle to school to show the shop teacher something, or they'd wait till the middle of lunch or something. Hey, come check out my new shotgun or this or that. Teachers always like, that's great. Keep it in the truck. Don't bring it to school. But the teachers had total authority. Well, back then kids listened to. So, but if you brought something to school that was suspicious or suspect, or they thought it was something you shouldn't have, they took it away from you. They didn't take it away from you. The engineering guy should have just took it away, sent him on his way,
right,
and told him to pick it up at the end of the day. And end of story. Police, he shouldn't have been arrested. This is on his permanent record. Good luck this kid trying to get a real job somewhere.
Oh, he's going to do well. From what I'm hearing, man, he's got a lot of offers to go to schools, different schools. He came out on the good side of this, man, for real.
I think the early ones, the early news that came out, and as more news gets filtered and leaked out, it keeps looking worse.
Oh.
Almost like when you went to the Dr. Phil show. I watched all that last night. You know, the woman that was taking the money. I had to watch all that. You know, the early news, it looked bad. Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody giving her money and everything, and then it went bad. And the news came out and it turned on him. I think it's going to turn on this kid and his father and that little town and that school as news gets leaked out. But it's a non-issue. It's a bunch of BS. In the Bill Maher thing, he's in it for the ratings. You know,
Right.
You gotta sometimes twist the unobvious.
Right.
But, well, I'm just glad it's pretty nice for her to be able to catch your show. It's better than watching crap on Netflix. So.
Hey man, thank you, Rob, for the call, man.
Hey, not a problem. Talk to you later.
All right, bro. So man, hey, look, man, Rob's right, man. Look, I got great callers, man. That's what I'm gonna say. I got great callers, man. I'm fortunate enough to have people that know what they're talking about, who are rational, who can help even me out, even when I get pissed off, right? Because that's how I get pissed off, you know. Because to me, I'm looking for injustice, right? So that's what happens. You're looking for injustice. Your heart's really in the right place. It's like this poor kid, poor guys. You know, they done did this to him. They fingerprinted him. They handcuffed him. He's just a geeky kid who likes making stuff. And it resonates with people because they're like, oh my God, this is just wrong. This is wrong to do, right? You know, you want to champion for that kid. You want to support him. You want to stand with our man. And then this shit comes out and it's like, uh-oh. 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 And then all everything you thought goes down the toilet. Twice. Because little did you know, instead of riding for Ahmed, you made a big mistake. And what do you need to do? You need to apologize and you need to...
Boy, you ought to be shaming yourself.
That's right. I got to be ashamed of myself for believing that poor Ahmed was an angel through this whole thing when we know there are no angels. Everybody, in every story that I ever cover, everything I ever present to you guys, and that's my job, man, to present you with the best, most accurate stories I can give you, right? No one's an angel. Oh, none of them's an angel, man. You know, and it's like everyone gets so dug in on their side of the issue that very rarely do people come out like me and do this thing, what I'm doing, which is saying, hey, I don't know about Ahmed. You know, because this looks like bullshit. But you're right. The school should have just nipped this in the bud, took it like it was a video game, and said, I got this. Oh, nice. We'll hold on to that. Rob's right. Joy's right. If they really were afraid, they would have evacuated the school. And if he wasn't answering questions and they thought it was a real bomb, why didn't he may have had other bombs around the school. He may have been in cohorts with other people to blow up that damn school. But obviously they really weren't worried with that. But see how the media and the powers that be build a story up and make this seem a lot worse than it is? I mean, come on, guys. Most of you guys who know about this story, you didn't know this a week ago. You didn't know that he went through 6 classes. They'd release little pieces of it. So it becomes, because it would have been a dead story out the gate if they would have released that information. And we would have known out the gate that this kid sat through 6 classes, that he wasn't being very open or forthcoming about like what he was bringing this to school for. I mean, really, if the pictures would have been released right away, come on, man. They didn't release it because they have an angle, and that angle is, folks, to what? Sell it all. Buy something. That's what they want. That's what they care about. It makes me think, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? I don't know. Maybe I need to get my stuff together, man. You know, I got to be very careful who I champion I'm the one who ends up with mud on my face. Not those guys, me, right? He's fine. He got offers to go to different schools. He's going to do fine. I'm the one who looks like a jackass. People who supported him look like jackasses. And what happens? People who supported him are now just doubling down. But obviously, they come up with something. Well, obviously, let me pull this out my ass real quick. Obviously, he could have, let me pull this out my ass and make an excuse for why I'm still right, even though all the facts have changed significantly. Let me find a way to make this shit okay. That's what happens, man. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. All right, somebody came to save me. Like, Tim, let me jump in your monologue, you know? Let's see what we got. Hey, you're on live with Tim Black. Who's this?
Hey, Tim, it's Bay.
Damn. Hey, you got to call back, man. That's my bad. I heard kids in the background. I'm real trigger happy, man, because I'm like a trigger happy cop when it comes to calls, man. So call me right back, bro. I'm real trigger happy when it comes to these trollers, man. I found out that I was on a website. I looked at my analytics, right? Someone had put my channel on a website for people to harass me. I wonder who did that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't have a dun, 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 dun. Do I have a dun, 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 dun show intro? I got a dun, 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 don't I? Damn it, I don't know where it is. Maybe I deleted it and moved it or something. But, yeah, it turns out, guys, I was on there we go. Here we go. It turns out your man Tim Black. Name and show address, URL, was on a list of sites to be trolled. Oh yeah, trolling has come down to an organized activity that people do on the internet. Particularly kids who don't have anything else better to do, have no friends in the real world. They troll. They troll on this website and they have names of people and they go, okay, it's this person's turn. Everybody go troll this guy. Now somehow I made that list. I am troll worthy, guys. So I guess that's a good thing, right? I'm troll worthy. That means I'm doing something. All right, let me try this again, man. My bad. See if I can do it right. Hello, this is Chuck E. Cheese. Who's calling?
Hey, this is Bass, Tim.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I don't want no pizza.
You don't want no pizza? You sure now? Tom Seacrest.
Yeah, I'm positive.
You positive? Hey, man, what do you... Tom sent me some money for pizza, man. That's an inside joke. What do you think about this Ahmad thing, man? I feel like I got mud on my face, man, so I'm taking it personal that I was lied to. But what do you think about this situation?
Yeah, when I first saw it, too, I was like, wow, they're arresting this kid for making a clock. And then I think it was a day or two after I watched it on your show, I actually saw what the clock looked like. And then I was like, well, maybe this kid did this for the views, for the attention. But then I got to thinking, well, maybe the media was just doing it, to distract everybody.
Yeah. I'm seeing your point. Yeah, I think that's a good portion of it. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at things today, as far as like media, reality shows, they promote a lot of bad behavior. I mean, they really do. I mean, all these reality shows, these people are very shallow people and they're very petty and they do all kinds of evil things to one another just to get views. And I'm just wondering if this kid knew exactly what he was doing and just did it to get the views, to get some attention. And then for people to praise him, because let's face it, if you bring in something like that, it looks like a bomb. And then the school itself, like Joy said, they didn't evacuate the school. Last year, or my daughter, her last year when she was a senior in high school, they called me down there because she had a piercing in her nose.
Get out of here. A piercing in her nose.
Yeah. And then another time, they wanted to suspend her from school for having her cell phone out at lunchtime.
Damn. Right.
I mean, they've gotten hypersensitive about so many things. If somebody actually thought this was a bomb, why didn't they shut the school down? Why didn't they, like you said, why didn't they call in the bomb squad?
Right. And it makes you think. It makes you think like maybe, there's more to it. Maybe maybe they have an interest in it. Maybe they're trying to make an example of this guy. Maybe they just want the publicity. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they had a lot of options.
Yeah, because it seems to me like the school, the kid, the family, they all did it for the publicity, because we've got so many people now that are basically media whores, and they do anything to get anybody to look at them.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is created. It's like everyone wants to go viral for anything. Everybody wants to get the hits. Everybody wants to be an internet celebrity. And, you got to watch that. I mean, it's the way of the world, man. It's what we have now. That's what we can do. I mean, once upon a time, you had to have a gatekeeper to keep you, you had to go through a gatekeeper to be recognized, But now, all you got to do is hit the radar, and if you're good enough or if you can keep attention, you can make a life for yourself, a career for yourself. That's good and bad because you get guys like this, situations like this, where people can exploit it. And
exactly.
There you go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yes, I do. I know exactly what you're saying. All right, man, I'm going to get off. I apologize for the baby hollering in the back. That was my grandson. He's wanting to play.
No, that's all good, man. It's just like I just had flashbacks of the troll night I had. But, yeah, you all good, man. Thank you for calling back.
All right, Tim. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, man. Later. Yeah, guys. So, I don't know, man. That's how I'm looking at it, man. Let me jump over to my chat room. Let's see. Anybody else have anything else going on? I think we can leave. No such thing as bad publicity. You're right. Iron Man. It's amazing that the kid gets national news, yet the paralyzed man in the wheelchair gets killed by police and not a blip. Right. You're very right, Iron Man Oz. You're very right, my brother. I think you're real. I think you just called me, didn't you? What else you guys want to talk about, man? I don't. I was going to go further with this story. I kind of changed it on the fly. I don't think it deserves much more attention, man. I think we've been duped. I think we've been played. I think the White House knew it was bullshit. I think if I can figure it out at this point, and and I figured it out a couple days ago. I figured it out. It's just that I didn't want to make a video about it, come right behind it. I got other stuff going on. I got the show going on. I said, but you know what? Let me bring this to my people's attention on a Saturday because, hey. But I'm not going to use any more time on it. Once again, I think everyone knew. At some point, people had to know. People say, oh, the White House got duped. No, they didn't get duped. They take a situation, use it to their advantage. That's what politicians do, right? As much as we don't like it, that's what they do. They take it and they say, well, how are we going to use this to further our message? It's just marketing 101. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you got to expect it, be ready for it, and just take it for what it is. It's going to be hard to find the truth in any story because pertaining to who's giving it to you, they got an angle. And I don't know, got the people that sit around, they watch Fox News, they don't realize there's an angle to it. You sit and you watch MSNBC, you don't realize there's an angle to it. And it warps you, man. So you got to kind of watch both. Who has time to watch both? So what we end up doing, we watch the one that is more in line with what we think. That's what we do. It's human nature. If you don't want to watch a show and don't like the show, you don't want to watch a show and it never ends the way you want it to end, so... I don't know. It pissed me off, man. I need to stop caring. Let's report these shows like a robot. Well, today Ahmed Mohammed, a young man, where he may have brought a bomb to school, was not found to be a bomb. It was a clock. The young man. I mean, maybe that's what I should do. Then I'll just be a talking head with no feeling, no emotion, and then I won't care. I won't give a shit. Of course, you wouldn't watch me at that point. You'd be like, screw this guy. All right. Real Time with Bill Maher is out of there. The guy about the wheelchair, let me give you guys an update on the wheelchair guy. I saw a video of the mother of the wheelchair that's bad, the paralyzed man who was killed in Delaware. His name is Jeremy McDole. I saw a video, excuse me, of family members guys, I'm sorry. Damn it, I'm going to say it, man. You know what? I'm going to have to say it. I can't hold it in. I got a tickle in my throat, but also what I want to say is his mama sound like a crackhead, man. Listen, man, here goes the rule, man. Here goes the rule. If your son gets shot and you sound like a crackhead, you know you're a crackhead. If you are or if you are crackish, like you appear to be a crackhead or a meth head, right? Or a drunk alcoholic. You know, that's you. If that's how you are, then maybe you should have somebody else speak for you. You know, maybe you should consider just falling back and just being like, I'm too emotional. And let somebody else speak, because your punk ass don't help. All right? I'm here riding for Jeremy. Like, paralyzed man, get a guy a chance. He's in shock. He was shot. You shoot him again. He shot himself, and then you shoot him again when you roll up. Obviously, the man is in shock, and then you shoot him 5 times and kill him. I'm riding for that. That's a cause I can get behind and champion the cause of justice for Jeremy McDole. What do I end up with? I end up, after my show last night, just checking to see what the news was on Jeremy McDole. I get a video of his mom looking this big. Looking this big. This is her. Face sunken in. Looking like she just... Huh? Oh, they outside. They want me to come talk. Hold on. All right. Don't hit my shit. They better be there when they get back. That's how she looked, man. And if, you know what? And if I'm wrong, call it. Or maybe she just went, maybe she was so distraught. Okay. Tim. Maybe she was so distraught, so emotional from her son being shot, that she went and got high or drunk. Just out of just anger. Just, you know, people self-medicate. A lot of people self-medicate. A lot of us are self-medicating. Even food can be a form of self-medication. Hello? Can the church say amen? All glory. But, I mean, people self-medicate all the time, so I don't want to just say she a crackhead, man. But I swear, man, it made me like, you know, damn. You know, come on, man. I don't want to sit here and have, you know, I know the racists are having a field day on this one. Oh, man, they're talking smack. And I'm not into the whole respectability politics, but, man, respect yourself. I know people who dislike you or racist people are always going to have something negative to say. But please, man, respect yourself. And if you ain't going to respect yourself, respect your dead son or dead daughter. Get somebody else to talk for you if you don't have teeth. Get somebody else to represent. You know, if you are drunk or high or geeking, you can't do this at press conferences. Like, that shit ain't... I mean, holler if you hear me, folks. It's wrong. It's wrong. We need better, you know. And then okay, then we say, okay, well, damn, we're like, you know, why the kids end up the way they end up? Parents. It ain't all the kids, it's the parents too. What happens is a lot of us who are good parents, who are not crackheads, alcoholics, abusive, all these things, irresponsible, losers or whatever, we think that other people are like us, when in fact we had a lot of people who are just not like you. They're not raising those kids the way you raised your kids. You feel me? So then we think it's the kids, when it's a combination of both. Like I said, there are very few angels walking around this planet. And yes, you may think your baby is an angel. I'm just telling you, there are very few angels walking around this planet. So it's a little bit to blame on both. So that's my update on Jeremy McDole. You know. All right, guys, what we got? Ah, man, Delaware Police is messed up. I have to laugh at Tim. There you do, man. I feel you. Shout out to Electric Picker and Nam. You showed up. Nam showed up. What up, Nam? How you doing, man? Nam supports me. So I got to get shout out to Nam. All my people, man. If you're on Blog Talk Radio, man, make sure you come to Twitter. You look for Blicker. They're on Twitter at Blicker. BLICQER. Blicker. Curator of content that matters. If you just want good content, come to those guys, okay? Also, this show is dedicated to my man Tom Seacrest. You can find him on Twitter as well. He's a supporter of the show. He made this show possible, frankly. So thank you, Tom, for tonight's show, man. Thank you very much. Damn, dude, I'm running. I don't want to push it. This is where we are. I was going to do something about Trump. I don't know if guys want to talk about Trump, you know. I think I'm going to hold off on Trump. I've been analyzing, looking at why Trump is being so successful, right? And I don't want to say, some people just out of hand go, it's because everybody's racist, you know, or it's because, you know, these flippant responses. And I'm like, you know what? We need to look at this. We need to figure it out, why Trump is so successful. It may not be that difficult to unravel, like to really decipher, but I think it's a good thing. I think we need to really consider it. You know what I mean? Like how's this guy? Because come on, man. I can't imagine in his wildest dreams Donald Trump thought he would be as successful as he has been during the course of this, you know, debate season or whatever. I can't imagine it, man. Once again, I don't think Trump's going to go all the way. I don't think Trump wants to be president. I think he just wanted publicity. He threw his hat in the ring, and it's starting to work. It's like, oh, shit. They like me. People really like me. I got a chance at this thing, you know. But I think we need to take a step back and really look at what's going on here. And why is it resonating? Why is it resonating with all types of people? It's resonating with black people, white people, Latino people. Yes, even Latinos. There are some Latinos that support Donald Trump. You understand? It's not all. Stop thinking it's all rednecks from, I don't know, sorry, Rob, from West Virginia. That's not true. West Virginia, Rob, the people that you hang out with who support Trump, there are other people who support Trump who live in New York City. There are people that live in Chicago who support Trump, who like what he stands for. We got to remember he's a celebrity, so he's getting a lot of that. People know his name. People recognize who he is. That matters a lot when it comes to name recognition. Means a lot. I mean, who do you like? The person that you know, the person that you remember, you know, and if you have fond memories of him. People like successful people, okay? I was looking at a video today that I think even my guy Hawkeye, New Jersey sent me, or either Tom Seacrest. I'm trying to think because you both sent me so much stuff, and I appreciate it. It was great. It was a video showing me how manipulation is done, how it's not about the substance of the issues, it's more about the emotion behind the issues, which motivates people. And we're looking at that, and this is as far as propaganda in the United States and other countries, as far as how they wage wars, how they do these things. All right, so Trump has tapped into that ability, right, of hitting these emotional buttons. And I don't want to go too far down the road because I don't think I really want to go into that today. But we need to really think about why he's successful. And okay, let's start emulating that. It doesn't have to be as negative, is what I'm saying, as Trump has been. Trump is like full off. I mean, it should be in the book. Don't go Trump. You know? Don't go Trump. Like don't go full Trump. You know, don't go total Trump. Don't go Trump on me. You know what I'm saying? Put that in the dictionary, you know, because, you know, he's just playing to the crowd. Like, he's really playing to the crowd. I mean, he has no idea. Well, no, he has no intention of actually building that damn fence, but he knew saying he was going to build a fence And being a guy with money, people go, well, shit. Sounds like a good idea. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me twisted. Even though I did an Appalachian accent, there are all types of people who would like to have a wall. And some of them don't like this. Some of them have Hispanic accents. You know, crabs in a barrel type of thing. You understand what I'm saying? People who waited in line and then other people jumped the line. Hey, excuse me, who's this? You need to go back there, boss. I've been in line for 3 years, motherfucker. You need to take your... Oh, gun, okay. Well, enjoy your space. You know? Becomes one of those situations. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, I'm ad-libbing a lot, man. What I'm saying is, let's look at what made Trump Trump, what's making them successful. Let's try to emulate that success in our lives. Whether you're independent, whether you're, I don't know. Oh, some of the other Republicans need to emulate that for real. Hey, come on, man. You need to take a page out the Trump playbook. Talk big about stuff you can never possibly do, as long as it resonates with people. You have no intention of following up on it, and get as much leverage and play out of it as possible. Shit. Wow. It's amazing, right? Well, heck, man, I've already played one video. If they don't like it, they're not going to let me play any more videos. So do we have any other videos? Anybody have a video they want me to show that they want the rest of the group to see? We got like a group going on here, man. So anybody have a video or something they saw earlier, drop a link and I'll play it to the whole group and we can all, kind of have a conversation. I'll give my opinion and then anybody can call in and get involved. What the hell? Make a new segment called Speak on it. Hey, shit, let me write that down. Sometimes necessity is the mother of invention. So speak on it. If you have a video you've seen on YouTube recently, last week or so, or whatever, and you want to share it with the team, put it in the comment section. And what I'll do is I'll link it up and play it. We'll all see it, and we can all talk about it. Let me see. TYT, they do that in TYT land? They do that? Shit. I don't care. I don't care if they do it. They don't do it like I do it. I'm better than the Young Turks. The Young Turks they're so last year. They're so 2 years ago. Tim Black is now, man. Tim Black is what's going on now, man. That's right. I believe it. Whenever somebody comes to me and be like, Tim, man, did you see the Young Turks? Did you hear the Young Turks? I want to say,
motherfucker, get out my face.
Hey, Tim, don't you like the Young Turks? Won't you watch their videos? I'm like,
motherfucker, get out my face.
But Tim, the Young Turks are the most popular news organization on the internet. And I'm like,
motherfucker, get out my face.
That's right. Get out of my face. It's quality, not quantity. I got a call, man. Let me see who this is. Hey, it's Tim Black on Saturday Night Live. Who's this?
Oh, am I on right now?
Who is this?
This is Zeno Enderly.
Okay, where you calling from, Dino?
I'm calling from Illinois.
Okay, so you're a real call. You're not trolling?
No, I'm not trolling.
My man.
I wanted to get your thoughts on Ben Carson claiming to hate Muslims. You heard about that?
I heard he said something about he doesn't think a Muslim should be president.
Yeah, it was something about like him calling all Muslims killers or something like that.
Oh, damn. So he did a Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Basically, right? Yeah, man. It sounds to me like Ben Carson's following the Trump blueprint. He's smart enough to pick up and learn on the fly. And he's not a real politician. He didn't give up a governorship to run in a race. He's got nothing to lose. He just might as well go for it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't, what you going to do, not hire him? He don't need to be hired. He'll just write a book next year. That'll be his salary of the year. He does speaking engagements. He doesn't need to, get elected. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, I agree with you.
You agree with me? Yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Dino. When I was coming up, Ben Carson was one of my idols. And when I say idol, I mean, I had his biography. His biography.
That man is a genius.
Right. I had it. No, listen, Dino. I had his biography. I had his book on my shelf. I've always been a voracious reader, dude. I used to read his book and say, if he could do that, I could do anything. I believe that shit. And now I got him saying stuff like this. It's like, man, please tell me he's playing a role. He's just acting, because this is not the man when I was a teenager that I looked up to.
Right.
And,
exactly. Like,
and,
I feel like he's like a whole different person, in my opinion, right now.
There you go.
What he said about Muslims.
Go ahead and say that again. I'm sorry. Say it again, Dino. Repeat yourself, please.
What exactly did you say? I did not get that.
Oh, I said go ahead and say it again. I'm sorry. I spoke over you. I hate doing that.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Ben Carson has become a whole nother person in my eyes after he has said what he has about Muslims, calling them killers and whatnot. I feel like, I don't know, he isn't as, like, great of a man as he used to be. Right.
And it's unfortunate, man. That's what people do. I think it's great you called up, because it's right in line with what I was saying about Trump, man. Like, this is what's worked for Trump. It's sad, man, but like Rob said, man, people are doing it for hits. People are doing it to go viral. And what is being a politician? It's like the biggest stage to go viral. It's the biggest going viral ever. Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And what I first thought about, like, when Trump was going for running for president, I felt like he was just generating business. Now I don't really know, honestly, what he's trying to do.
Right. Exactly. He could get serious. This kid, he could actually run, man. Like, really, he could get the nomination. I mean, like I said, man, he could. I don't think he really wants it. But hell, man, what do I know? I don't know his inner thoughts. I don't know his real intentions. He's not my friend. I don't know. I can't call him up and ask him. I'm assuming he doesn't really want to do that shit. I mean, it's a lot of work to be president, but hey, I could be wrong, dude.
And something really interesting I learned about is John Boehner, or John Boehner, whatever nickname you want to give him. He apparently is going to resign as Speaker of the House soon. Right. And that's shaking up all the Republicans right now. And it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in the election, because the next Speaker of the House, I believe, is going to be an extremist Republican, I feel. He's going to be like full Tea Party and whatnot, traditionalist. That's what I feel.
Man, I hope not. But
I feel like that's going to shake up the election.
Yeah, I got the same feeling, man. I have the same feeling. It's a bad feeling. Bad feeling.
Yeah.
Hey, Dino, look, man, thank you for your call, my brother.
Yep. Pleasure speaking to you, man.
You got it, man. Take care. Dino sounds like a bright young man, and he's right, man. Like I said, guys, I hadn't told anybody that, but I thought about it the other day. It's like, damn, I had Benjamin Carson's book. It was a book about separating those conjoined twins, I think it was. He was a big deal, man. Like, he's one of the people I looked up to when I was coming up, What he did, he was so young. He was like 40. It's a shame. It's a shame what he's become and why, right? He's part of that machine that tricks us, that feeds us this bullshit. And you can't say he does it for good reasons. Or is it a good man getting I don't know, man, infected with this BS, I don't know, capitalist, I don't know, man. You tell me, man, this crap we got. Is it a good guy getting infected? Like, Walking Dead, is it like that, When you can be a good person and you get in this line of work, this business, and then someone bites you. And that's it, man. You turn. You go from good guy Ben Carson to, and all of a sudden you want to eat everybody. Like, damn, Ben, I thought we was friends. Ben, why you drooling? I got to hit you with this weight, Ben. Got to fuck you up, Ben. Don't make me fuck you up, Ben. All right, let me go to my chat room before I get out. See if anybody had any videos they want to share with the team, man. The Speaker of the House presides over Congress. Z, you had a chance. Pubs don't like boner. Pubs don't like boner. You're right, they don't like boner. They don't like boner. Can't get mad with them about that. I don't like boner either. All right. Damn, something's happening with the chat. Chat ain't acting right. I don't know, man. Okay, guys. No one has a link to any cool videos. All right, man. Well, look, guys. I'll be a little bit better prepared tomorrow. I do think we did do a good show. Look, the show shouldn't go any further than it has to go. I'm not getting paid by the hour or by the minute. When we're done, we're done. Do me a favor, though. Tell your friends about the show. This show it's a partnership between you and I. All right? This is a democracy show. Topics, you want topics, you can hit me up on Twitter at TheBartender. You can, let me make sure I got this stuff on the top here. Yeah, there it is. You can hit me up at TheBartender. You can hit me up on Facebook on my Speak On It group. You can give me your opinion or your suggestion. I take story ideas. I shout out the people who send me stories. This is a group effort. This is what it should be, in my opinion. This is my idea of what media should be now. We have highly intelligent people who are not living in faraway places without access to information. People get information, share that information. We curate it, we come out with it, we produce it, we display it, we talk about it. And then the cycle continues. That's what I think media should be now. We are the ones championing a new beginning. So be a part of it, man. Don't sit in the back, man. Sit up front. Call in next time. If you didn't call in tonight, call in tomorrow. Or call in Monday. Call in Tuesday. Call in. Let your voice be heard. Like I said, I can't do this without you. Tell people about the show. Let them know what's going on. We're changing the way stories are covered, the way news is covered, the way topics are covered, the conversation. We're changing it all, man. And we're going to do it with some fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to joke. We're going to get mad. We're going to yell. We're going to do all that. We're going to be human, right? We're going to be real. We're not going to be in the tank for anybody. We're going to look at the situation, analyze it, make our best choice, make our best decision, talk about it like adults, keep it real always, and be brutally honest. Damn. I feel like I just took my acceptance speech or something, man. All right, guys. I'm out, man. See you tomorrow. It don't stop. And if you on the fence about working out, you need to start working out, man. If I can do it for an hour, you can do it for a half an hour every day. I don't care where you at. Get out your house, walk. I want you here. You can't watch my show if you're not here. You got kids. You got people that love you. You need to work out. You need to exercise and stop eating that junk food, man. Let's have some longevity. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. I'm out. Shout out to Tom Seacrest. Shout out to Hawkeye, New Jersey for the show ideas. The show's dedicated to Tom. My sponsor, my sponsor by, I would say, sponsor by demand, by popular demand, was Blicker tonight, all right? Hit me up if you wanted to be yours tomorrow. I'm gone. I got the best audience in the world. We ain't many, but we're strong. Peace.